Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated. Alrighty, hello everyone. I had to go find my Diet Pepsi. I had my back turned, and I should have set an alarm on my phone to turn around at 1:20. Hey, Paola. Hi, Seventh. Um, I'm trying to find a box. Oh, good. I plugged in the Ethernet cord about a half an hour ago. Um, what was I gonna say? I was trying to find a box somewhere over here. Is stuff for nails that have like rhinestones, sparkles, stuff like that. Um, you two separate, one on each side of the pond. Because Wednesday. Now, you each have your side of the pond. Let's go. I've got nails painted red because I don't have any on till tomorrow afternoon. But I was kind of looking for somewhere in this. I have like little glitter, pearls, rhinestones, stuff like that you put on with a UV glue. Yeah, I can't find where I put that. There's sticks in dipping someone's pigtails into the oil. I mean the inkwells. That would be my father. So I was back here. Okay, this will give you an idea. Somewhere I have it. This one is just pure artificial nails, but I got to go through it. Cool. That sounds fun. So I don't think it's in this box. I think this is just all artificial nails and some files and then a piece of I don't know what. But I got to go through and look because I wanted to look kind of. Hey, Charlie, how are you? And do you have any plans for next week's craft class? That would be fun. I think my hardest part would be trying to figure out which one of the many things I like to do. So, okay, that is Mama over there. I don't remember putting her up there. Yeah. Oh, cool. I could be their own little archaeologist. Hey, Kristen, how are you? You could be your own little archaeologist. That would be fun. Because the kids have had little things they get, like plastic or acrylic gem looking things, and they have to dig through what looks like a piece of chalk to get to their little things they want to find. So, oh gosh, I wasn't sure how today was going to go. Yesterday, we did a good scrubbing on the car, vacuumed, took the toothbrush to the where the shifter is to get all the dust and the crumbs out, and thought, okay, well, we got to go to Seattle on Wednesday. Let's see how the spare tire looks. Thought, yeah, give it some air if it needs to be, whatnot. Opened that up and went, oh shit. It was peeling apart. One part of the tire was peeling apart, and you could you stick your hand in there and you could stick your fingers in with the little pieces of the steel radial belt. So I was like, lovely. Okay. Get up this morning. I got up an hour and a half earlier than I planned, than I typically do. So I'm fighting it today. Discount tire. The closest one they had was Iowa. So I may get it Friday or Monday. But that's after the fact that I've had to go to Seattle. So it's a good thing I got progressive roadside assistance if I need it. I hope I don't. But yeah. You could that would be cool to see what they create though. No, actually not Seattle. I gotta go to Issaquah. Well, I don't have to go. I'm the driver. Keith has to go. Um, the robotic surgeon in Issaquah is willing to do his surgery, so we've got to go over there. I'm crossing my fingers for a surgery date. I don't know. Hey, Blake, how are you? I'm crossing my fingers for a date because so I can start planning the rest of the summer. The CT scan's been done. I'm sure I can just do a blood work here. Um, and he'll probably need one of those lovely cleanses. So, yeah, hopefully it won't be too bad, but I'd love to just get the date and then I can start putting in all the paperwork, the lovely paperwork for FMLA that Washington has, and then Hartford insurance will cover. FMLA here pays 80% of your salary or your wages, whatever that you want to call it. And Hartford catches the other 20. So, yeah. Hey, Awakened, how are you? Today. Oh, that'd be cute. Oh, it will be a lot of fun. Oh, nice. I got a bunch of acrylic paints downstairs. I don't know if they're any good anymore. I've got it's about a 4 foot wide drawer, about 3 feet deep, but only about this big. So it was like, it was in the school over here before they remodeled. So I got one of the units because I helped. So it's where the yardsticks used to sit. People, so it's full of acrylic paints, and I'm just curious. I'm pretty sure I have it, but I don't know, and it might not be any good anymore. But I have the color of what is it? Were they Art Deco paints? It's been so long. Um, of Caucasian flesh. They probably don't make that. They make that. I'm sure they make the color, but not the label. But I'm dying to find out. So, hey, Mary, how are you? King of hobbies. Yep, I'm good with the hobbies. Like it's my ADHD dopamine chasing mess I have over here right now. And now the back table is a complete mess because I started tearing boxes out of my side shelves, trying to find what I'm looking for, which I don't know if it's gonna happen. Um, I had someone on one of my shorts basically complain because my face was so close to the camera. I'm like, and um, I just don't like to show the top of my head because there's not much up there. And I almost commented, but I didn't. Almost said, "What? Farther back, you expect to see more cleavage?" I don't know, you know. So I was like, "Yeah, just leave it. I'm still gonna do my thing the way I do my thing." So, yep. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're all hyper focused on something in the first few couple of weeks, and then it's like, okay, I can do this, so then I want to go do something else. Yeah. What you've been crocheting already? Holy cow, that's a lot. Man, it's about the my, what I need to learn how to do is but I got fabric just to sew it and pretty much do the same thing. Um those little towels that you hang on your oven handles or your cabinet or your knobs and you can just dry your hands or whatever. Yeah. I've got some um I've got some that are pretty greasy because I've had them. God, I don't know how long I've had them. And I don't remember how long it's been since my great great aunt passed away. So she's still alive. She made them. Yeah, tea towels with the crochet. Somewhere, I think it's downstairs. I have red towels with red fabric, so I can just sew it, kind of pleat it at the top, so the towel kind of fans out, and then make little strips. So and for ties. So well, my brain went to is spending money. That's exactly what my brain went to, which I like to do, is spend money. Um, especially on if it's craft or Halloween decorations. I need to bring up my Halloween decorations from downstairs. Um, one of these days, one of these days, I should put Boner in the corner, just sitting there. I've got my 5 foot tall plastic skeleton. He was sitting at my desk downstairs, and then I've got uh, she was called the Demoness. She looks like she's hanging by chains by her wrist above her head. And what caught me is her lipstick was purple. So I was like, yeah, I have to have her. Um, and then she has words that go with it. Used to scare the 8-year-old to death. Yeah. I used to sell my crafts uh at a local craft mall 20 some years ago. And it was fun. Keith would cut it out on the Shopsmith. I'd paint it. We had patterns. Um, there was toll painting books that came with patterns and crafting, magazines that you cut the patterns out and use those. Oh, that'd be cool. Um, I'd paint them, shade them, and I'd sell them. There's only one small problem. I- I've kept almost nothing for myself. So I do have a plaque that I have that it's just square, leftover piece of wood. It's my second one. My first one, my stepmom said, "Here, you can make another one. I'm taking this one." And it says, "So it's not home sweet home. Adjust." And I stenciled it with a little home and stuff on it. So yeah, I got a couple things I kept, but most of it I sold. But I still got all the patterns. Still got the Shopsmith. Probably need all new paints. And I don't know where I put it. I had a brand new, nice set of new brushes, so I could do this again. And I don't know where I put them. I told someone, I said, I think I'm to the point now, if I'm going to put something up for safekeeping, I need to write that down in a notebook book where safekeeping is. Because, yeah, there's something I want to send off and I can't find where I put it. So I ordered another one off eBay. So that'll be coming soon. And I have all the note written off for her. And it'll go to Australia as soon as I can find. Soon as it gets to the post office, I'm just going to turn around and Send it right off, or I'll bring it back to the house and I'll forget it. So it's really cool. It's a pin. My nose itches. Oh, cats. Um, Star Trek pin. I almost sent her mine, and I'm like, oh no, because that's now my oh, lovely. Yeah, I can't freehand paint at all. I have to have a pattern. And then I'll take carbon paper and then go over where the end of the dress is supposed to be, where the eyes are supposed to be placed, stuff like that. So then I can kind of paint along it and have an idea. But yeah, mine are I really they were acrylic brushes. They had clear handles. I used to get them at Craft Warehouse, which no longer exists in Titan. I mean, in Yakima, and I don't even know if this store exists at all. So I had to find them. I just, I would love. I got to start doing something again besides making more messes for me. Like this morning, after I got back from Yakima, because I had to go put gas in the car since we got to go over the pass, and then I'm like, why don't I just run in and get the windshield wipers and the potatoes here in Costco so Keith doesn't have to? I'm like, I'm here getting gas, but maybe I should have let him. It would have came out of his pocketbook if I did that. Because he's going to go to Lowe's and look for another lawnmower. I think ours has finally went up. The Briggs and Stratton engine worked great for so many years, but the last couple of years it's kind of gone, yeah, I don't want to work like I did. I want to retire. We looked at the stamp date on the engine, and uh, November 12th, 1988. That's how old it is. So I got the good $50 worth out of it. So that's true. Or I could just blow through a straw and sell them like Hunter Biden did. That was a dick comment, but like $100,000 for blowing paint on a piece of paper. Oh, cool! That is gorgeous. I would have loved to do. Also, I bet the pooper still. Yes, that would have been cool though. Let me know if you have any pictures, because I don't think I hardly have anything I made. I have some Apple stuff I made. That's in my kitchen, and I have a Santa Claus in the garage. I set up on a shelf with some speakers, and I can't get anywhere close to it. There's too much shit in the way. Yeah, a lot of shit that needs to go bye-bye. Um, yeah, crafting's fun, unless I completely miss something. Oh, yeah, it's a fantastic distraction. I've got my 2 things of resin and a frame not a frame, a mold I wanna use out in the living room. Uh, well, not in the living room, on the dining room table. I have to keep it someplace halfway warm so it sets properly. I learned that the hard way. If it's too cold, it won't set at all. If you get it too hot, it sets too fast. So yeah. Oh, that would be gorgeous. I am I love flowers, but I am so burnt out on them. I am so burnt out on the yard. We had a yard that people expected us to look a certain way because they would drive by, and around almost the whole house, I had the 3-foot flower bed. There's the house, and then it's 3 feet around the whole house. Um, a kidney in the front yard with a magnolia tree and 2 miniature evergreens. Next to the driveway, the gravel driveway, was a rose garden. The Next to the concrete part of the driveway, there was boxwoods, but they were variegated, and they, only got to about 3 feet high. Oh, so that's basically up the walkway, and then, of course, the flower bed underneath the living room window, and then against the fence line, there was flowers and vegetables, and then in the backyard, I had a wildflower section with a trail through it. It was 12 by 72. Um, then the patio had the flowers around it, up against the wall and along the side by the dog kennel, and with some burning bushes. And oh yeah, I had too much. I mean, it looked good, but God, there was we didn't get to go anywhere. It's like, what are you guys doing? We're working in the yard this weekend. So I know the moderation thing. Yep. Um, I gotta work on this behind me so I can. This will be my hyper focus today, is finding that stuff, because I know it's in here. I just saw it not too long ago when I didn't need it. So, um, glad you're back, Blake. Um, Today is, let's see, what time is it? Oh, yeah. It has now been officially 365 full days since Mother has crossed. 141, 26th of last year. And yep, it's been a full year since she's been dead. And my nephew looking at her and going, you're gonna go to heaven, Thea, but you're gonna have to burn a while first. And I was like, oh, well, a while? You're being generous. Um, so, and then of course my son goes, they hear 4 minutes at hearing is the last to go. They hear 4 minutes after their death. And I'm like going, oh shit. Boy, what a year it's been. But I remember yeah, I don't know how to describe it unless you've been like in the medical community. You can kind of separate yourself from the job at hand to, you know, you put on I guess you call it the clinical side, the professional side, whatever you want to call it. So I'm still having to pack her stuff because we all knew this was coming anyway. So I wasn't going to waste a trip 60 some miles and not do some packing while I'm there waiting. And all right, Mary, that's okay. Just glad you stopped by. And so uh right after she passed away, my cousin left and his wife and son and stuff. And so I'm still packing. I'm kind of packing before I go and tell them at the assisted living that she was gone. I documented the time because they're gonna want to know that anyway. But so I'm sitting there in this room. It was a really good sized living room and had a smaller bedroom, a bathroom, and this mini, like a little kitchen you would see at a hotel when you go down for your continental breakfast. And so I'm looking around going, come on, move something, close these cabinets, do something. I know you're still here hanging around. And nothing. Bacon. Oh, yes. Bacon would be fine, or sausage. Sausage links would be great. But yeah, so then, I did some packing stuff so that I could leave, and I went and got them and helped later flatten the bed and got her straightened out so they could wash her up before Valley Hills came and got her. So, hey, Mary, how are you? Uh, you never thought that pig fat would be so tasty, especially cured, smoked, salted. Mm. I have 3 pounds of bacon frozen in my freezer. I do not need to get them out. Um, so I got her all helped straightened out, flattened out. Her rosary and her scapulas were gonna go with her, and no, hopefully soon he will be. I think Chris is still on vacation. They had to go to Minnesota or someplace first before I got him. But I think he'll be here before Mother's Day. But let's see. Let me find. Hold on. Where's my photos? Like this is shit. I don't think it's gonna let me because I have unless I switch and um I don't think it will let me airdrop it unless I switch super, super fast. And then I can show you what he looks like. He was so pretty. And this will take 2 seconds. Come on. I'm on Wi-Fi. Come on, Wi-Fi. Will it send or will it not? Come on. No. I sent something earlier. Of course not. It's not going to send. Fine. I'll go back to what I was and I'll just fine. Let's see. Well, let's see. Where did you go? I don't know if you guys can see it. It's too blurry. No. Oh, well. Oh, I know where to show him. He's in my community page. God, if I had 2 ounces of brains, one of these days I'm gonna be really dangerous. I'm gonna be really dangerous once I have that. I remember my chemistry teacher um told me, Colgan goes, you know, you thought they said when they were handing out brains, you thought they said trains, so you got out of the way. So, yeah, but where's my community? Hello, community page. Where'd you go to? I know you're down here somewhere. No, that's my son. There he is. Come on. God, you'd think it'd be a little bit faster since it was in the Ethernet on a Ethernet cord, and I don't need you so god awful big. And that's the only one I got. Let's see, share them. There we go. He was pretty. He was pretty. So he will always be pretty. No. Oh, no, yeah, mine just flew the cuckoo's nest today. Yeah. He will forever be pretty. Nah, where's it at? Ha, that's him in high school. That's him in high school when we were younger. Yeah, it never would've. Oh, yeah. He was so pretty. Um, oh, it never would've worked out with us either. Um, Best friends, great, perfect, yeah, yeah. Um, but we're both and we both admit this, we we'll say we're gonna work on something, we say we're gonna try to change, we'll maybe kind of put some forth of an effort to that we will change, but in the end, it's got to be our way or it's just not gonna happen. And so, yeah, there was a lot of headbutting, arguing. So, yeah, best friends, great, but hey, Brett, how are you? Um, so yeah, that's just was not meant to work. So yeah. Um, so yeah, I've still got to find a box and order that necklace so I can put them in and probably divide them into what I'm gonna keep and little baggies to play and write down little trails he's gonna go on. And then we're just going to sprinkle when nobody's looking. So I'm all right. It's Monday. I'm alive and I'm on this side of the dirt. This morning at 8 o'clock when the alarm went off, I did not want to get up. No, I was just content to sleep. But if I was going to make it back here by 1 o'clock, I had to get up at 8. So, but yeah, it's the beginning of another week. Uh, was out putting the car seat back in the car. Got to have that baby car seat because if I have to pick her up at the drop of the hat, it started hailing. I'm like, really, really? I thought spring was here. So, oh my goodness. Oh, that's terrible. What did they say? 72? Something like that? Tornadoes? I'm like, holy shit. I've never seen one. I always wanted to see one. But mm-mm, no. Instead I get the lovely opportunity of a volcano and seeing it cover the sky dark and get mad at my brother for waking me up in the middle of the night to discover it's 9 a.m. in the morning. I, what do you call it? So the science part of me was taking paper and climbing to the top of the roof so I can get uh, non-contaminated pure ash that I was getting out of the sky so that I could save it for later. I don't even know where later went to and where it's at. Uh, I'm comfortable at about 70 degrees. Slight breeze. Uh, Too hot's not good for the fibromyalgia. Too cold, I can just look out the window from a heated house. Oh, wow. It's gonna get worse too. Heather! Oh, it's good to see you, hon. Um, it's gonna get worse too as our magnetosphere gets weaker. Storms are gonna get worse. The more solar storms we have, it's gonna add to the weather as well. Um, what is it? Diamond says on Oppenheimer Ranch. grand solar minimum much. So, uh, oh, I know. And then we're supposed to have a hotter than usual summer. I'm like, as opposed to what? Uh, I've been camping in 100 plus degrees every so many years. It's a cycle. It happens. I think the hottest summer we had, uh, was it in the 30s? I know back then was when I think it was the 30s when we had the nation's worst wildfires. So yeah, um, but they want you to believe that ooh, we're having the worst wildfires we've ever had. No, it's been worse than it has before. I'm sorry, you can't just scare people with fear porn. And that's what it's become. And I remember somebody saying they started naming winter storms to give people a like a more personal connection to this storm that's coming. So you get more emotionally involved, and so that your brain is easier to be pliable and messed with. Yeah. No. Uh, that's funny. Um, so I always, if you want some of your information, don't go back the 25 years that the Weather Channel goes. Go 100 at least. Um, one of the kids that goes camping with us. Well, shit, he's not a kid. He's gonna be 36 next month. He's like, he said something about the polar bears, and I'm like, really? The lowest population of polar bears happened in the 1960s. We have some that have low population and some that are exploding. So let's just slow down and read beyond the headlines. The cowboy gambler. Oh yeah, you guys have way more weather than we do. But what was it? They started weather modification. I think it's in the 1880s. I think we're the first patents for those. Oh shit! It froze. Was that year without a summer? I know there was a year in Europe that didn't have a summer. I don't remember if it was due to volcanic. Maybe that was it. The volcano did. Oh man, yeah. I don't mind a little wind. It's not a lot of wind. And did watched one of my soccer girls when I was coaching soccer. Little Samantha, that little poor thing was just tiny little thing. We had a gust of wind and it knocked her over. I just looked like, what did I just see? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I knew there was the year without a summer. I think it was either Oppenheimer Ranch was talking about, well, it was Diamond, but if he was on Oppenheimer Ranch or Magnetic Reversal News, I can't remember which on the channels he talked about it. No. Oh, it was gorgeous there. And geese will bite. Found that out. Not not because it was mad at me, because I was trying to feed it with my hands, and they have teeth. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was beautiful. It's okay, Misha. Have fun. We got After this, tackle this. Got a load of laundry. I still got to figure out what dinner is. What the hell did I have last night? Oh, I had oh, that's what I'm gonna have tonight. Tacos, because I still have a whole bunch of hamburger cooked that I didn't use in the hamburger gravy. Okay. Yeah, I got that book back here. Um, the day before we made well, Keith made. Oh yeah, my tacos. I prefer my tacos with corn, corn tortillas. This sounds terrible. It's well, it's in seed oil, so I need to get some other thing. But I like to fry my tortillas in oil first, make them nice and greasy, and then add all the fixins that go with it. I think we just got a Jersey Mike's. Don't they make sandwiches or something? Aren't they like a Jimmy John's or something like that? I think Yakima just got one, and I probably drove right by it today too. I know. And she's pushing the envelope, so it's time to slow down. Tonight I will be pushing the envelope. So I don't know if I'm gonna be awake, Kristen, if you do a live or not. I probably will. My brain, by the time my meds kick in, my evening meds, it's like, oh, you feel good. Nothing hurts so bad. Let's get some shit done instead of, oh, you need to go to sleep and rest. No. Yeah, I've never had it, so I don't know. I've I think I've only had Famous Dave's barbecue once in my life. Um, what's the other one? Never been to an In-N-Out. I haven't been that far in California since they've been built. Um, oh yeah, once I'm done, done with dinner and start cleaning up. I'm on this roll of I can clean this and this and this and this, and my body's just shut up, go to bed. Yeah. Um, we have in here up here. Well, we don't have any in Yakima, and I really wish we did, but Seattle, Spokane's got one. I don't know where else has got one. We have Dick's Drive-In. That's very similar to an In-N-Out. So, and oh, that's I mean, you'd go get that bag of burgers, and that's how you'd survive going to the university up by Spokane. And it's like, cheap, easy, you know. Yeah. Once I get to sleep, I can keep sleeping for 10 hours if you let me. Or until the cat sits on my face and meows as loud as she can. So, oh, I know the names we have for things. What were we watching? I don't know if anybody's seen Letterkenny. Um, the guys were sitting around. Thanks. I make the whole damn table shake. I laugh so hard. Um, they were I don't think it was maybe it was the intro. They were talking about darts and remembering their first dart and which one was their best dart, and we're trying to figure out what the hell are they talking about. Um, I've heard about that too. Oh yeah. So, oh, Letterkenny's hilarious. Um, and they were talking about we are trying to figure it out and everything, and one of them said, well, was it in the UK, they calls them fags, and I'm like, "Okay, alright, we are talking about cigarettes. Okay, we're good." Wasn't exactly sure where they were going with the darts. You never know with that show. It's a show about a town in Canada. It's on Hulu. Now, I'm sure you can find stuff here on I know you can find like the cold intros and stuff for Letterkenny here. It's hilarious. Um, what are they on? Season 5 or 6? No, more than that now, I think. But yeah, that took us a while till they called them fags, and I was like, okay, all right. Um, at first I was like, my brain immediately went to they're talking about their first piece of ass, you know, and then one of them made a comment about having a dart after their first piece of ass, and I was like, okay, so it's not that. So yeah, um, immediately I think of you say the word dart, and I think of darts thrown at a board. Missing, putting holes in your door because you've missed the little circle that's on the back of your door, and then getting yelled at because you put holes in your door. Yeah. And and then there's something. Shoot, it's a Scottish show. Is it Small Reindeer? Um, it's a show on Netflix that, yeah, it's just called. I think it's called Small Reindeer or something like that. And saw the first episode where the guy says he's got a stalker and some lawyer lady or something. Yeah, but it was like, okay, let's finish Letterkenny before we get started in something else. And then there's something else my son said to watch. I uh I still got to get Keith to finish Norseman. Uh, there's only 3 seasons of that, and it was on Netflix, I think, or Amazon, one of the two. I've seen all but the last couple of episodes, and oh, it's hilarious. Okay, yeah, yeah, it's probably not politically correct anymore. So, oh God, Red Dwarf, yes. I was thinking about that the other day because YouTube here has. Well, I caught it. I don't know if it's still going, but it was. They played live the old. Was it Space 1999 with Martin Landau? That was I watched some of that the other day, going, "Oh my God!" I remember watching all those. Um, and then of course the Doctor Who isn't on Netflix anymore. I should probably see if it is if I put my VPN to England and see if I can get it that way. But oh yeah, Space 1999 was fun. Anything, anything from science fiction, I immediately buzzed in and had to watch. It's like Farscape. I started watching that again. Uh, what's another one? Oh, I got Keith to watch. Shoot, it's only on. It's only on for a year, and now the ship's name I think was Serenity. Firefly. There we go. Firefly. Yeah, I got him to watch that one, and then we had to watch the movie. Was it Serenity? But yeah, even my old butcher was so upset when they canceled Firefly. Or that's one you just start getting into, and there's only 1 year was Terra Nova, but I guess that was expensive. Oh, I know, I love it. I saw someone in the back of their window. They had the TARDIS. I don't know where I need to untangle my TARDIS. I have a little TARDIS necklace, but they had the TARDIS in the back of their window. Oh God, so that's just my whole life. I would love if actually aliens were real, but now the government says they are, so I don't believe them. Um, and then the other side of the window had shiny. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, you people I would get along with. Yeah, I'm a definite sci-fi nerd. Yeah. Well, Star Trek's only 2 days younger than I am. Their pilot was September 8th, 1966. I'm September 6th, 1966. Oh, cool. Somewhere on my because cleaning up. Well, there it is. There's my little TARDIS. This was on my rearview mirror. And the doctor's name in Gallifreyan. So, I don't know, Seventh, if you ever noticed on the beginning of the original 18, um, the when they go Dirk Benedict, they put his name down there for the actor for face. You see a Cylon walk beside him or in front of him or something like that, and then the look on his face. But oh yeah, I don't know if I've seen that one. What was it? TBS had it. Was it called People of Earth? No, maybe. Um, where people have been abducted, but yet in the meantime, up in the abducted ship, you've got a gray, you've got a reptilian, you've got oh, goody, I did it. Sort of thing like the tall whites, the Nordics, the Nords. um that was a cute show. I really liked it. It was adorable. And then it stopped. But and what was it? What what the Expanse. I watched all of those. It's kind of sad to see that one end, but was it 5 seasons? It ended nicely. That's what I like. It really ended nicely. But I need to show Joanne. I still have the TARDIS she gave me. I sent off. Ooh, it's been over a month ago. Probably now close to 3 months ago. I sent Steve Molesky's son my 12-foot doctor's scarf. And because it wasn't doing anything here except for hanging on a old 3-candle lamp and a sonic spork that came out of a loot crate, Doctor Who sonic sport. So I sent those off. So I was glad it got there before Steve was still there. So but yeah, I'm trying to thin out and kind of spread out some of my stuff that needs to be. If I find, nice little homes for things, like these little guys were in my window, I gotta clean them. They're in my rearview mirror. They're just terrible. The 8-year-old, when she's little, loved to play with it. So now I have to wash Jack and Sally. Oh my God, that was horrid. It just, that's another reason I will not watch that other one they put out. It was like you're watching it and you're going, "What? Really?" Oh, the whole um yeah, for quite a while there we would say something and said, "Well, at least it's not like the ending of Game of Thrones. It's, that much of a train wreck." So, the ending to Vikings wasn't too bad. Mm, yeah. It did kinda wander off a little bit, um, because they went into Russia, and yeah, it was kinda strange there with Ivar, and, but the actual ending, d has anybody did anybody watch Vikings? Mm, so to get my favorite's Floki, but, I don't know if you got to see the ending, I think it was the last scene. Oh. I was just like, "That was an awesome way to end it." Yeah, um, it was really cool. If you ever get a chance, and if you can find it, um, I don't even know where my copy is. I should have some in the closet, and I think one might be downstairs. Is, Michael Crichton's Eaters of the Dead, the one he wrote in '76, I think it was, which is now out of print. Because if you grab one, a current one that says Eaters of the Dead, that's just based on the movie The 13th Warrior, which the movie's based on Eaters of the Dead. But wow, you go back to that old one, and I think you have a whole chapter on a oops. Oh, an earl's funeral or a chieftain's funeral. Yeah. Um uh we were watching it and Keith was reading a book on Viking history and he's like, "Okay, well this is this way." So as we're watching it, he's going, "This happened this way, but these two aren't close together like that." And it's just like Rollo's name, that's his French name, n- not his Norse name. Um but where was I? Oh shite. Hmm. It's gone. Gone. Someone remind me where I was. This is when you happens when you have one too many head injuries. So the yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, it's just gone. Boom. Oh God. Yeah. I that and not to say anything while that's happening. No. I used to sit there and figure out how big are your lungs if they're supposed to look like the 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 shoulders of an eagle, but then I'm like going, "Really? Is this what you really want to go to bed thinking about?" Um, you know, the way dad explained it to me, um, and I don't know, was his idea of being black Irish was the fact that you've got Italians and stuff and Egyptians that came up to Britannia, and that's where yeah, it does fly by. But I'll be here tomorrow. Um, yeah, so that's the way I understood it growing up, that's where the term Black Irish came from. His dad's got a little bit darker skin. Um, but oh, I know where it was. Yeah, Keith was talking would go along and talk about everything when in Vikings as he was reading the book. So his ringtone is the theme song, which was also in Breaking Bad for a split second with something Jesse was doing. No, I haven't. To look for it. I don't have any of the streaming apps on my phone, just the TV, and not too often do I get to sit in front of the TV. I'm usually standing in front of the sink because the only time my kitchen appliances all match is when the dishwasher here wears white. Yeah, it's Paola, you've got it written right. Big, small. Or no, big, small. I don't have my glasses on. Big, small, big, small. Um, Defiance. Cool. Um, my brain went to Deliverance at first. It's like, yeah, no, not the same. Not the same at all. Um, my brain is so. If anyone ever thought they could want to spend an hour in my head, it'd probably scare most people. The person would just be sitting there spinning circles, going, "What the hell is she thinking?" So, um, I don't know if it's the clouds or what. It's because nothing is. It's got to be the way the cat. Certain. You guys seeing my face get lighter and darker and lighter and darker, or is it just my end? All of a sudden, I get brighter, or unless it's. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's if I don't write it down, gone. It's like I don't know if you're in here, Heather, when I said I'm to the point if I want to put something away in safekeeping where I know it won't get broken, and oh, I know where I might have put it. Maybe, maybe in those drawers. Um, I'm just gonna have to have a special notepad for safe, just a safekeeping notepad. I can put it there, but write down where I put it, and then I can go back and find it. Yeah. Yes, we are, and this is why we are a menagerie. Um, I'd like to. Uh, I'd like to get some stuff out there to sell. Um, but I keep watching things and they're like, well, if you want to make t-shirts, you want to get this subscription for $100 and some dollars a month. And this one, I mean, $100 is $100 and some dollars a year. And then you want this one. And I'm like, okay, um, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Or you have to order a bunch of something and you keep the product. And I'm like, where? Where am I going to keep it? Um, yeah, that'd be cool in a coffee mug, you know. Some of the pictures I take on coffee mugs that people can order, like where they can decide where they want to put them. Um, I went to a place that like I think it's called Print on Demand, so you can put up your designs, and then people could just go through your designs. I thought that would be cool. Yeah. Um, but I'm looking at this going great. I have to spend that, to get the actual where I could do some decent graphics. It's sometimes my brain says, "For what you want to do, your ass needs to get a job." Uh, Not yet, but do you have to hold on to product? Because I was listening to people on YouTube on a couple different places, and I haven't gotten there yet. To look and see. I ordered a second shirt. I'd look and see if I got it yet. So I'd like to make a T-shirt that says "Question the answers." Um, um, I'll look and see what kind of design tools they have too. Darky. Holy crud monkeys. I just love it every now and then. Or I just get like a split second dizzy spell. It maybe come from trying to read. I bet it's coming. Trying to read. I don't have. Oh, I have these ugly white ones. I don't like these ugly white ones. Cool. Okay. Oh, I hate these. They still have the stickers on them. Yeah. I knew the boat had the fourth wall. I don't like these frames. They're too big. Hold on. Let me go back. Mine. People called him. So she was Mexican. He was Irish. That's weird. The Bruja? I think it's just, I think I got my mini dizzy spell for a split second because I couldn't trying to read stuff that my brain was like, nah, you really can't see that. Oh, he was Mexican. Okay. I think it got written out as she was. Yeah. That's pretty much my whole neighborhood here. Except for us. Everybody's Mexican and there's us, white Indian, with a clada on the door instead of a welcome wreath. And I have a sticker on my glasses still. Maybe if I blow this up too, it'll be a little bit bigger and I can see a little better. What time is it anyway? A little ankle biter. Yeah. 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 It airdropped finally. Yeah. Stupid phone and computer. Oh, I bet. Oh, I'm sure. There's a guy, I don't know if he still lives out here anymore. He had what is it? The people, the immigration, whatever they're called, that comes through. He went to visit somebody in an orchard, and that day, most of the workers left because they thought he was immigration coming to clear out the workers. Oh, many. Yes, I did take that off. Luckily, I do not have the tag. You would tell that to a kid these days, they'd go, "Who? Who's that?" It's like, never mind. Didn't get to grow up watching the Grand Ole Opry with sparkly suit. Not Merle Haggard. Brett, come and look at some of my community pages. The photographs are mine. Porter Wagner? Is that the guy with the sparkly suit in the Grand Ole Opry? No. Oh, and Brett, my thumbnails for these I do with Night Cafe AI art. Hee haw. Oh yeah. Watched a lot of that too. So well, all right. That's my cue. I need to go. I gotta go talk to hubby. I think he's gonna go look at a new lawnmower. So I will be back tomorrow at 1:20 my time. Same bat channel. Same bat time. And Paola. All my love. Miss Dragon. Yep, gotta go. Gotta find out about we need a new lawnmower. So I better go talk to him. All right, catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for all showing up. Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.